Well, good evening, classmates. My name is Jonathan Cooper, and for the case study project, I focused on eco-modern flats in Fayetteville, Arkansas. 96 units and 4 buildings over a little less than 3 acres. This is a remarkable project. I learned a lot. For the purposes of this presentation, I want to focus on just 3 key areas. The importance of sustainable site selection to the project's overall sustainability objectives. I want to focus on the economic viability of various energy reducing measures employed, the strategies employed at Eco-Modern Flats or EMF. I want to focus on the relationship between sustainable design and economic returns in the business case for overall sustainable development. One of the reasons I chose to focus on EMF is that Vancouver, BC, where I'm based, is literally covered with hundreds, if not thousands, of these aging 3 and 4 story walkable apartments, and I wanted to see how this stock could be improved. So Eco-Modern Flats is close to downtown Fayetteville. What you're looking at here is a sector map from the Fayetteville City Plan 2025, which was a master planning exercise the municipality entered into in 2006, 2007. And this area was identified where EMF is for infill development, which gave the developer some certainty on permits and timelines and also probably discounted permit fees. EMF was delivered under LEED 2009, which also gives recognition points-wise to a sustainable site selection. The site is within a mile of the University of Arkansas, of the public library, of various other shopping and leisure amenities. And so EMF as a sustainable development was built on the foundation of a sustainable site. Closely related to that, the developer was able to reuse the concrete structure, the shell of the pre-existing Glendale apartments, and that's the picture you're looking at here. So this avoided significant embodied energy usage and waste that would have been entailed with the full demolition and rebuild from the ground up by adaptively reusing the existing structure. So that you have a sustainable site and then a sustainable approach to a gut out rehabilitation over and above ground up development. Transitioning now to sort of the economic viability of the model or of the approach at Eco-Modern Flats. The developer had it as a clearly stated goal of the project to reduce energy consumption. EMF is centrally metered, which allows the developer to closely monitor energy savings. And through various approaches and strategies, including stormwater harvesting from the roof of the development and of the buildings and using that for site irrigation and re-insulating the roof, the ceiling, the walls, Energy Star windows to promote building tightness. The developer was able to realize after completion a 50% savings in energy and water utility costs. If you look at energy costs, for example, based on the median sort of price per square foot and consumption in Arkansas, I would estimate that the developer saved about $2,000 to $3,000 a month. So this is where the sustainability strategies, in a sense, paid for themselves through economic returns. That was also seen in lease rates. So the developer had a hard time convincing lenders at the time they're putting the financing together that they could realize their pro forma targets. Well, 3 years after EMF delivered, they're realizing per square foot lease rates that are 113 to 140% of their pro forma targets. So the commitment to sustainability, to creating a walkable community with outdoor amenities surrounded by trees, with a pool, landscaping, superior indoor air quality from a new HVAC system and low toxicity materials and paints. This commitment to ecological and sustainable design is also paying for itself or seeing rewards in financial terms. And another way it's supported was through a commitment to biophilic design, closely related to the overall sustainability approach. As you can see here, EMF is surrounded by trees on about 70% of the site. And these were retained during the rehabilitation, which allowed for this visual biophilic sort of connection to nature. And so this is what I want to conclude with, is just talking about how the sustainable design approach as it relates to how the community was developed. And here we see, for example, in the retention of these trees and the biophilic design supports the economic returns through lease rates and tenant retention, but it also supports the health and well-being of the environment and of the tenants and residents of this community. And so this is what I call sustainable sustainability. And I'm sure I'm not the first one to use the terms, but it's when economic sustainability and environmental sustainability can symbiotically support each other, which allows for wider and wider adoption of green, sustainable development and construction. It has been awesome to collaborate with all of you through this course. Thank you so much, and please stay in touch.